Hi, I am Dr. Ravinder from JIMS Engineering Management Technical Campus. This is a series of lectures on the microprocessors and the microcontrollers. In this video, I am going to discuss about the different generation of the microprocessors. So when we talk about the different generations, the generations actually starts from the 1971, which was the beginning of the introduction of the microprocessor series. And since 1971, we have seen a huge changes and huge number of microprocessors appearing in the market. So all these microprocessors, whether they were the 4004, a 4-bit microprocessor, their successors 8080, 8085, which were the 8-bit microprocessors, followed by 8086, which was a 16-bit microprocessor, 80186, 80286, another 16-bit microprocessors, 80386. This was the beginning of the 32-bit processors. And then going on to Pentium 4, which was the 64-bit processors. The list here in the table shows the incomplete or the partial list up to the year 2000. In the final last slide, we will see the processors after this era. So since the list is such a wide and a huge number of different types of the processors, they could be divided into different generations. And how these different generations are classified is one, it could be depending upon the word size of the microprocessors, or it could be by the decades of the manufacturing of the microprocessors. So let's start with the first generation of the microprocessor. The first generation of the microprocessor, it was in the era 1971 to 1973, and the processors in this era, they were the Intel 4004, which was a 4-bit microprocessor, Rockwell's PPS4, which was a 4-bit processor, Fairchild introduced PPP25, another 4-bit processor, Intel introduced 8008 in 72, it was an 8-bit processor. NEC introduced Microcom 4, a 4-bit processor, and Toshiba introduced a 12-bit processor, which was a TLCS 12. So one of the welcome commercial application of this particular era was the application built around the 4004, which was known as a Basic-Com calculator. This calculator found a very huge response in the commercial sector. The next generation of the microprocessor was the generation 2 of the microprocessor. It was in the era 73 to 78. Most of the microprocessors introduced in this era were the 8-bit processors. However, the transition phase, the beginning and the end, they saw the earlier or the next variants of the microprocessors as well. So let us discuss some of the most popular microprocessors in this era. One introduced by the National Semiconductors, ISP-8A. It was introduced in 74 and it was basically an 8-bit processor. Intel introduced 8080, another 8-bit processor in 74. Intershield introduced 6100, a 12-bit processor. MOS Technologies introduced another 12-bit microprocessor in 75. Zilog introduced Z80, a 8-bit processor. Intel introduced a very famous and popular commercial application, control applications, was the 8085. It was in 77. Motorola came up with 6809 in 78, another 8-bit of microprocessor, and one of the very famous application of this era was the Altair 8800, which was a Intel home PC. The third generation of the microprocessors were in the era 79 to 81. Most of the processors that appeared in the market were the 16-bit microprocessors. However, the transitions, they saw the 32-bit processors, and the initial transition era, they saw the 8-bit microprocessors as well. Most of the processors were the 16-bit in this era. Some of the well-known processors were Intel 8086 and the Intel 8088, introduced in 78 and 79, followed by the National Semiconductor introducing the 16032. National Semiconductor introduced both the 16 and the 32-bit processors. Motorola again came up with both the 16 and 32-bit in this era. Intel came up with the 80186 and the 80286 microprocessor. Both were the 16-bit microprocessors. The other processors in this era were Jalop Z800, Harris Corporation introduced the 6120, DEC introduced T11, IBM introduced ROMT, HP introduced FCUS in 1982. One of the famous applications was the IBM PC. It was built around the 8088-8086 microprocessors. The kind of applications in this era on the IBM PC were the text user interface, and most of the applications were the text-based applications. The fourth generation microprocessors started appearing in 81, and the era was from 81 to 95. Majority of the processors were the 32-bit processors, but again, since there is no thin line between the two types of the earlier and the next generation, so both the lower versions and the higher version processors appeared in the market during the transition phases. Some of the well-known processors were MIPS introduced by the Stanford University in 83, Motorola introduced 680-280, there is 68020 in 84, a 16-bit. Intel introduced 80386, a 32-bit processor. Jalop introduced 80000 in 86, a 32-bit processor. Intel came up with another variant of the 386 and a still new processor, that is Intel 80486 32-bit processors. Still other processors in this era were by the DEC, IBM, HP, Hitachi and the Fujitsu. And as the fabrication or the manufacturing technology improved, so the applications of the processors also improved in this era. Fifth generation is the generation of the 64-bit processors, and this is the processor from 1995 to till date. The initial era saw the 32-bit processors, as can be seen, the Intel Pentium Pro 32-bit processor, AMD K5 32-bit processor, another Intel Pentium 2 32-bit processor, HP came up with 64-bit processor, DEC came up with 64-bit processor, and similarly Intel Pentium 3, a 32-bit, and the Intel Pentium 4, the 64-bit processor. So some of the variants of the Pentium 4 were the Core i5, Core i7 microprocessors in this era. Some of the best known processors, and as the technologies improved, so the processors in the 2000 and above, they, instead of increasing the clock speeds, they changed the fabrication. They introduced a multi-core type of processors, wherein the number of parallelism increased. So by increasing the parallelism, they were able to do more work even using the lesser clock speeds. So some of the processors in this era were by the Intel Xeon in 2010, Intel Bestmare in 2010, one by the AMD. Intel introduced in 2011 the Xeon E7. IBM came up with Power series and the Power 7 Plus microprocessors. Fujitsu came up with Spark X. So what is seen here is the improvement in the core. So there were number of cores per die and there were number of dies per module. Also each core had number of threads in it. So with this technology, number of parallelism or number of instructions happening and executing simultaneously improved, and hence the speed of the microprocessors as a whole improved. So that's all in this video. So to summarize, broadly speaking, there are 5 generations of the microprocessors. Starting phase was with the 4-bit processors. However, the 4, 8 and 12-bit processors appeared in the market. Second era saw the majority as 8-bit processors. The third generation saw majority as 16-bit processors. The next 4th generation was the 32-bit processors, and majority of the processors in the 5th generation were the 64-bit processors. And that's all in this video. Thank you.